let's see here. I think I've got it to where, yes, we are showing on stream now. Cool. I have my camera off because I'm having a bit of yogurt right now. Bear with me. I was going to say the funny part of the medication was I tried Adderall first, and I was still having a little trouble with the binge eating, like some. Um, Not as much. It did go down, and I thought, well, what I'd really like to try is the one that V is on that seemed to help them the most. And I talked to my psychiatrist about it, and she recommended that we try a different one first called Concerta, which is okay, but I don't think it's for me. I think it's not even as well working as the Adderall was for me. So, mm, I have had trouble with binge eating my whole life and eating my emotions and being hungry all the time, food noise, and I don't want to go on any of the GLPs. No, thank you. Um, it's okay for some people. I don't want to. But yeah, I want to try the ADHD medication that V is on. So we'll see about that. And I'll talk about that more later on. But yeah, hey, welcome back into NeurospicyQueerCollective. I just started talking as if we hadn't stopped the stream for a minute. uh, so there's that. I'm Julian. Hello. I am one of the co-founders of Neurospicy Queer Collective. The other is the director of NQC, and that is V, my partner. We founded NQC as a place where queer, neurospicy people can find a safe haven. So if that's you, welcome on in. You can lurk here. Self-diagnosis is valid here. Let's be real, it takes time, money, support to get a diagnosis these days, especially if you happen to be AFAB, like me. Yeah, and especially if you grew up in the 80s or the 90s, like me. Bear with me just a moment. Had to clear my throat there. Sorry about that. Mm. So I have added some things to stream. We should have stream stickers now. Ooh, let me see if the closed captioning works. I don't know if it will, but we can try. Mm. Says it's ready to turn on, but... Oh, pardon me. That's from the yogurt. Okay. Everything's saved. Overlay. Oh, okay. You have to opt in to show captions with that on. No, we don't want to do that. We want you to see it. Uppercase text by default. Yeah, let's do all caps. Display in a box. Goodness, pardon me. Okay, save changes. All saved. Okay. Oh, maybe I need to... Maybe I need to add it here. Bear with me a moment. I am trying to add closed captions to make the stream more accessible, but I don't know if it's going to work since I started it while we're on stream. I mean, you're supposed to be able to do that, but let's see what happens. I am clicking to start captions and nothing's happening, y'all, so I don't know if this is going to work. which is sad because I really want to have captions on here. Let's see. Yeah, it's acting like it's on. It says it's live. It says it's sending, but when I click to start, nothing happens. Nothing at all. So I guess I'm going to disable that one and try to find another one eventually. But let's take that out because it didn't work. But anyway, I'm going to work on the closed captions. That's something that I'll be adding as soon as I possibly can. I've got other things on here now, though. We do have stream stickers, which should work. Let's test one out and see. Bear with me a moment. I'm going to try that on stream. Oh, let me get my dashboard to come up. There we go. And now, well, we should be online. Why is my dashboard still showing we're offline? That's really weird, y'all. Okay, then. Um, I swear, it's me and tech. It's me and tech. Let me finish my yogurt. Oh my goodness. Why is tech like this with me? Okay. Nobody's in here with me. That's totally okay. It gives me a minute to eat and try to figure this out. 'Cause, wow. Wow. Okay. Let me go to the dashboard here for the stickers. This says we're all active. I'm trying to make a Sumi sticker. Let's see here if we can do a preview or a test. Uh, oh no, it's like doubled up because I have it on two places, I guess. Oh, I guess because I see it on my monitor because I did a thing to where I can see what it looks like for y'all when it comes on. So yeah, that's interesting. Wow, okay. Now how long do they stay on there? Do they eventually come off? Okay. So yeah, there are stream stickers now. I am not sure how to work them from y'all's end. I am learning this in real time. So I don't know exactly how they work yet, but I'm trying to figure it out. We also have channel points now for us, our collective peppers, CP still. Got the alliteration still. Yay. Um, let's see. Let me do this here. No, I don't need to do that. That's already been added. Okay. Okay, now, yep, that's fine. I don't need to do all that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. I'm just trying to figure everything out, and I'm so old that I can't figure it all out right away. It takes me a minute. I was trying to do some really cool extensions, and I thought I found a couple that were good, and now I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, so that's okay. Okay, we've got that muted, that's fine. Let's do some more stitching here. Let me get everything rearranged so I can do that. I don't know why the dashboard is just not working anymore, but it is not working now. And I don't know why. It used to be working fine. Oh well, it'll be all right. Let's bring myself back on. Oh, hold on, I got a bit of yogurt to finish. Got distracted yammering. That's what I was doing. Eating. Okay now. Hello again. Let's get back into stitching here. I'm pretty sure this heart that I found is gonna fit just fine. It's a very small heart, and it's kind of a little squished, but that's okay. Oh, let me make sure that you're able to see this. I don't need to hold it so close to my face. Come on now. I realize I stitch in a certain way, and it's not, like, immediately translatable to the camera, so I have to do different angles and different ways of holding it so that you can see how I'm stitching. Now, I have been doing this for a very long time. I started stitching, gosh, probably when I was 12 years old. I started stitching. And this is the reason I call what I do dirty stitch. I found a bag. I was trying to keep it clean by finding a bag. I put it in the bag, and the bag wasn't clean, y'all. So I already got a spot on it, but that's okay. We wash everything in dish soap before I send it out or do anything with it other than, keep it at home. Even then, even if we're just keeping it here at home, I still do dish soap after we're done, after finishing a project. And here's a little bit more of a close-up of how that gold looks. Oh, which is pretty nice and sparkly in this light. I've been trying to get the angles right so you can see the colors. That purple is so dark that it's really hard to tell that it's purple, but I promise it is. It's dark purple, pink, and blue, just like in the picture up on the top right. And then there's a shiny part of the bottle right here. This is the shiny part. I'm probably going to outline this in a line of thin black so that it pops a little bit and you can tell it's a glint of light off the bottle. And then I'll do that because there is white that needs to go up here in an uneven line, so it's uneven like the runner. And like these two, I made very uneven because the bottle is tilted. So I need to do some white liquid up over the heart. And yeah, it's probably gonna come up a little bit to, I don't know, maybe it won't cover the whole thing. It should though, so I'll probably have to bring it up to like right in here, which is going to make the band of white a little wide and the rest of them not as wide. So, yeah. Um, but that's okay. I'm sure it's going to work out. Um, it might look a little disproportionate, but I do a lot of my stitches by eye, and I have till the end of September. And this is actually a project for an art auction. And it's going to be for, see, this is saying output 1, but I swear I have, oh no, I know why. Anyway, this is going to be for an art auction. Try that again. It's for the 1-year anniversary of the Stone Soup crew, who here in Seattle have been taking care of the massive influx of trans refugees from red states and areas. So, and when I say areas, I mean here in Washington too. So, yeah, things are wild. Things have been wild for a while, but they're getting more and more wild every day, y'all. I don't even know. I don't even know. I just don't know. Um, I do know that I went to city council not too long ago. Let me find this little heart pattern because I'm missing it now. And also, I'm going to bring up chat on my phone because my dashboard isn't working right. And I want to be able to see if people are coming in or not. So, yeah. Hi, I do have 2 viewers. How y'all doing? It's good to see you. It's always fine to lurk in here. I don't know if y'all were here when I said that, but yeah, this is NeurospicyQueerCollective, and you can lurk in here to your heart's content. I was just talking about how this molotov pride polyamory cross-stitch bottle, that's a mouthful, is for the Stone Soup Crew's 1 year anniversary art auction. And yeah, I'm not able to attend, unfortunately, because I'm going to start my advanced training through my work, which will be an amazing race that we really need because we're adding a new member to our family at the end of this month. I have mentioned him and shown him on stream before. His name is Windmill of Corpses, and he is a big black cat, and we have a small bean. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, I'm trying to find this heart pattern that I found the other day. Oh, I don't want to do that. Bear with me. Here we go. Let's do it this way. Okay. Um, I'm looking at just a small cross-stitch heart right now. Um, free heart cross-stitch. That's cool. Well, let me do the image thing because that's what I did before. There we go. And that's the one I need. Okay, so tiny cross-stitch heart here. I'm pretty sure I did the tiniest one. Yep. So I need to do 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and then 2 on the top. Yep. That's what I was thinking, but it's good to make sure to have the confirmation to confirm it. So let's see. I should hopefully be able to do that all with this thread that whoop, let me show you what I'm doing. With this thread that I have left. Here we go. So we've got 3 stitches right here. There we go. And then I hope y'all are having an okay day. As okay as it possibly can be anyway. If you're in here, you might be living under an oppressive regime right now. Just saying. And if you are, solidarity and love. We are going to make it through this. What's going on right now is severely terrible, horrible, unpleasant awfulness. And it has been that way for a little while. But the reason it's that way is because we're going through an extinction burst. And we're not just going through one, we're going through 3 at once. Capitalism, white supremacy, and the patriarchy are all toppling. And I know it seems like they're going to take the whole world with them. And you know what? We don't know yet. We don't know. Maybe this is what happens every time. Maybe this is why humans disappear. Maybe this is part of it. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. But I have a feeling that we've been through things like this before as a species. You know, maybe not this exact particular species. Evolution is a thing. But yeah. Oh, come on. There we go. That one didn't want to go through the back. And one more bit for the heart here, and it's gonna work. Yay! I had to find the smallest heart I possibly could, but it did end up fitting inside the bottle. And I was able to do it with one strand of the sparkly gold, which, there we go, that is our finished heart. Let's see if I can get it a little bit closer. There we go. Sparkly finished gold heart. Well, hell, if I can get this one done fast enough, maybe I'll do a couple of them to auction off. I don't know. I'm enjoying stitching again now that the dog days are over. It's hard to stitch in the summertime when I'm just hot and uncomfortable and ugh, you know? Let's run this through my messy back. Huh. Oh, you know what? Bear with me a moment. Please, I am gonna send things out here. There we go. Okay. I forgot to send this anywhere. And I'm actually gonna pin it too. Because I'm gonna try to stay on for a while. Y'all know me. I always try to stay on. I really, really do. Uh, Things just tend to happen. And I don't know why I can't seem to stay on past an hour or two, other than, what is already possibly what I think it could be is like trauma from the corporate world and being a receptionist and working in call centers for so long that it's just, yeah. Um, okay, let me post there. Then I'm live. Uh, there we go. Okay. Post there. And just on the off chance. Oh, that was a little while back. But there we go. Okay, there we go. Let's do that. Oh, let me get back over to my chat thing real quick. Make sure that that's working correctly. Yay. Okay. I'm so glad we're having no more tech difficulties. Even though I still kind of am, the stream should be fine. Where did I put the scissors? There they are. I also have terrible scissors. You know why? Because I was very, very hot last summer, and I cut open a ton of popsicles with my scissors. So yeah, there's that. Okay, we need white here. There's one strand of it. And here's a bit of the thread that I already had. And then we'll see about getting out, like, the yellow, maybe, because after that, all we'll have left is the fire and the words. Words and the fire. Okay, here's the needle. Let me get my little needle threader here. Hello, welcome on in, y'all. How you doing? I'm gonna split this thread here. We've got it into all the cross-stitch thread that you get the cotton like this. It comes in like 6 strands, so we usually separate them out 2 by 2. And that's how my mom taught me to do it, just pull them apart, which sometimes is disastrous, and sometimes not. And the other thing she taught me to do, I don't do anymore since COVID, and that was what I call manually threading the needle. Like, I'm not manually doing it now, I am, but manual and automatic and cross stitch is a little different. For manual threading the needle, I used to wet it in my mouth and then thread it through the hole in the needle when the tips were all, together. But not since COVID. Since COVID, I have a needle threader. So you poke it through the needle first, and then you put the thread in, like that, and then change hands, and just pull it through the freaking needle, like that, and then your needle is threaded, and you don't have to involve any unsanitary germs. Now, I do, of course, wash my hands before I do this. I just get stuff on them, like, instantly, y'all. Okay. Oh, did I want to outline this before I do the rest of the white? Hmm. Maybe I do. That might be a good thing to do. Because there's a little bit of a bottle shine that I want to emphasize. I suppose I could have used shiny thread if I have it, but I'm out of silver. So, let's get a strand of black here. If I can find the hook. There we go. And I'm going to outline. I'm going to knock my phone off the table. That's what I'm going to do. Into the trash can. Directly into the trash can. That's fun. That's fun. That's great. That's just fantastic. Whatever. It's okay. Just a little bit of yogurt on the screen. I have a screen protector. I will get that in a moment. So, we're good. Just having my Proprioception moment. I'm not good at that. Proprioception. There we go. Proprioception. I think I said it right. I'm not sure. I get those words wrong all the time. Interoception and proprioception. One of them is knowing what's going on inside your body, and the other one is knowing where you are in the world. And since starting my ADHD meds, I am much better able to know what's going on in my body. I can do body cues better. Other weird things, like I'm able to tell what time it is down to the minute again. I used to be able to do that when I was younger, but it kind of faded when my brain got stressed. But it's back now. Also, I apparently can sing a cappella when I'm medicated. That didn't make sense to me, but it did to V. So if it makes sense to V, that's cool. Yeah, I've never been able to do that before. I've always had to have backing track or vocals or something to keep me in tune if I sing, but not when I'm medicated. Uh, But I don't like the Concerta as much as I liked the Adderall, and I really want to go back to that and then maybe try what V is on, but I don't know. We'll see how things go. I'm taking it very slow because I never thought I would ever be able to be medicated for my ADHD. Like ever. And that's due to a lot of things, but one of the biggest reasons is because in 2017, my mind snapped a bit, y'all. I went 3 days without sleep and I had to go visit an inpatient facility for a while. And I actually that year ended up going in and out of them for 6 months of the year because I was so messed up. There were a lot of reasons for that. One, I had never processed my mom's death fully. Two, like the most recent thing, I was trying to come out to my younger brother of origin. I call my family of origin that because they're all cut off. My family is who I spend time with now and who wants to spend time with me. So, yeah, that's my family. My family of origin is cut off. But yeah, um, damn it, my train of thought derailed, and there was a good point there. Oh well, maybe it'll come back to me. That still happens a bit. Yeah, the train of thought just going whoop, bye bye. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is gonna look better once I have it all outlined. It looks a little funny right now, but it will look like a bottle shine when I'm done. At least that's what the aim and the goal is. So let's see what happens. But yeah, oh, what happened here? Let me check my... Something just popped up, like somebody was trying to message, but I had it on, oh gosh. The yogurt on my phone, y'all. Bear with me a second. Oh my God. What did I do? Uh, what did I do? Good job, Julian. Knock the phone into the trash. Oh well. A little bit of yogurt. That's okay. We're good. Okay now. Any followers can talk. Because I'm not sure why that popped up. I should have alerts enabled, y'all. I really should. I have tested them. They seem to work when I do the testing, but I'm not sure if they actually work live because, I'm still a small streamer and we're still getting started and all that good stuff. So we'll see what happens. But I do have things set up. Uh, I also, oh yeah, I was saying earlier, we have channel points now, which for us are collective peppers, CPs still, but collective peppers. If you're on Twitch, it's on the bottom right next to the chat box. There should be something there now that looks like a little green pepper. And if you click on it, you'll get channel points to redeem to tell me to do stuff. And hi, hello viewers, how y'all doing? I just saw somebody come in, so welcome on in. I can't see who comes in, because my dashboard isn't working right. But I can see that people are here, so hi. I'm Julian. Welcome on into NeurospicyQueerCollective, where I am cross-stitching a polyamory pride molotov bottle. I keep saying that in different ways. I'm not sure which way is the right way to say it, but we'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this down a little more. Okay, there we go. And just so I've said, I think I have, but maybe not when y'all were on. It's always fine to lurk in here. I don't mean to like freak anybody out when I'm like, hi, come on in. I'm just watching and paying attention, but yeah, you never have to respond or reply. I just want to be a little safe haven for folks. V and I both do. Because, goodness, do we ever need it right now? It is ridiculous out there. Oh, you know what I haven't talked about yet is we're streaming for a trans empowerment project. And I'm doing that all month long. And I got told that I really probably shouldn't try to build community and fundraise at the same time. Because yeah, your community has to trust you before you can ask them for money. Um, watch me. Watch me do both for the rest of the time that I stream. I'll be community building and fundraising at the same time, just because somebody told me I can't. Yep, that's how PDA works, y'all. And I know it's reverse psychology in a way, I get that. I have been around the block by this point a couple of times, not many, many times. I'll be 45 in December, but yeah, I realize that it's a little bit of reverse psychology. And I don't know if that was their intent or not. It sure didn't seem like it, but then, that's part of it, isn't it? So I don't know, but I contacted these folks asking them for help, and that's what I got back, is we really can't give you any advice. You just have to build a community first. I have a community. Just because you don't see it yet doesn't mean I don't have a community. Hi. Welcome into Neurospicy Queer Collective. We're streaming live on Twitch and YouTube right now. Yes, I managed to figure that out. Yay. I know I haven't got chat up on my screen. I am still trying to work that part out. That part has been more difficult. Let me just see if I can, for some reason, do it right now. Okay, because I've got both going. Oh, let's see. Oh, you know what? If it's not authorized, I'm not going to do it. Just, I have the chat up. Y'all can see chat. So I'm not going to stress about putting it on screen. It'll be okay. Here we go. Okay. Now, my threads are getting bunched in the back. Uh, because I'm bad at having clean, neat backs. I always have been. That's another reason I call it dirty stitch. So I need to come up from there. There we go. It can be a little bit tricky to get the thread through from the back when you start getting a lot of thread in one place. But it does happen if you're patient and work with it. There we go. Okay, here we go. I swear half stitch or back stitch or outlining is one of my least favorite things to do with cross stitch, but that is okay. That is totally okay. It does really make details pop. It does bring things out. So I do it. And it also, neatens up lines, which needs to happen right here on this bit. This bit is a little scraggly. Of course, V always tells me nobody is ever going to know that you're making a mistake on your cross stitch unless you tell them. Okay, here we go. I try to get that little straggling bit to go back down. There we go, much better. Yay, okay. And then we've got one more bit on the bottom here that needs to be outlined. Oh yeah, I was kind of talking about impatient. Yeah, so what happened was in the present, like, hold on. Pulling my thread out through the needle, and that's not going to be helpful. Get that about to come back through evenly. Okay, now, there we go. So past ways, I was still trying to process the sudden death of my mom at 54. And then the other thing that was presently happening in 2017, past now, but presently then, I was trying to come out to my brother of origin. I only have one blood sibling, and I didn't get a chance to come out to our mom the way that I really wanted to. I did try to tell her that I was different when I was 16, and it did not go well. Yeah, she basically burst into tears and asked, what did we do wrong when I told her I thought I was bi? Like, I figured bi would be safer. Maybe I'll still end up with some dude who can give you a grandkid, right? That's a possibility. But even that was just, yeah. And, from her reaction now, looking back on it, I have to wonder how queer she was herself. You know, maybe she was. Maybe she was the missing link that I didn't know. Maybe it was somebody else. Maybe she saw somebody who she knew was queer or who everybody knew was queer get treated in a fucked up way down there in the southeast. That happens. But yeah, that was not the best thing for 16-year-old QT me to hear. Let me tell you. I don't even remember what I did. I think I just like walked off and got in the car and drove away for a bit. Jeez, they're so loud in that alley behind me. They have no concept that people live in these apartments. Like, it's a massive, huge, high-rise building behind us that used to be a really pretty lake view, but isn't now. Yeah, stupid. Now it's just a building and a very loud, loud alley, usually. Sometimes it's eerily quiet. Okay, here we go. I've almost got the outline of the shiny glass done. There we go. Cool. Oh, looks like I've been on for a bit. I was trying to put a timer on stream that would show me how long I've been on this one. I know some of them do that. Um, but yeah, I'm really kind of out of room on this screen. So that's fine. Okay, let's do... And I am still trying to figure out putting some music on stream. The latest thing that I found I did think was cool for 3.2 seconds because it said all human-made music, no AI. And I was like, what? Cool, okay. And then they were like, oh, well, we use AI to find the songs. Yeah, we use AI to find the songs for you. We just don't use AI music. Oh my God. Do you not get how that's still bad? Do you? Okay. So, not using that one. Why, yes, yes, I am one of those never AI trans mask guys. I don't know how many of us are there. There are, but I know there's at least a couple. And that's actually one of my latest, if not my latest article published on my Medium through Prism and Pen. Um, yeah, I will link my Medium in chat in a minute here, just in case anybody's interested. I just got started not too long ago, and I got pricked up by the queerest, most awesome publication on Medium, Prism and Pen. Over 30,000 readers, and I've almost made my first dollar on Medium. Like, I'm so excited. I've been a writer for a very long time, most of my life now. Not at least half of it, more than that, really. And yeah, now I'm getting paid to write. Even if it's a little bit right now, even if it's not much, I'm getting paid to write. That's something I never ever thought that I could do. And regardless of the fact that Medium now seems to have caved to the tech oligarchs and put AI in Medium, ugh, gross. Gross, y'all. Yeah, I will call it out whenever I see it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna start that hack club readout again soon. I just have to have some spoons regained to be able to read out loud. And what I'm talking about, the Hat Club thing, is it's called AI Safety Dance. And I'll put both that and my Medium in the chat in just a moment. Here, let me do that while I'm thinking of them both. Okay, so here is AI Safety Dance. We'll be reading more out loud soon. Okay, I put that in the channel, and then the next thing is medium.com. I think it's singing silence with an underscore, but let me check that. Make really sure before I tell y'all the wrong address. Or I could just, go to my profile and do it this way. I did not make that a paid one, so we want public, and this one, let's share. Yeah, this one is not paid because I want absolutely everybody to be able to read it. Everybody everywhere, whoever can read. If you can't read, I want someone to be able to read it to you. I want it translated in as many different languages as I can. Oh, look, it disappeared oh no, there it goes. Okay. Here is Medium link. There we go. Yeah, I am one of those weirdo queerdos that is never LLMs, not in this iteration. And just so I'm clear, I am not never machine learning chips, okay? Machine learning chips are different from LLMs. You can do a fuck ton of things with your machine learning chip, like map out the structure of protein and help people make medicine for us, which has happened. Yay! That was done by a machine learning chip. You can also choose to use your machine learning chip to make an LLM. And that's probably about the worst choice you could make right now. We don't need any more of the fucking clanking. Clanking. Mm. They get me ranting, and I have to pause and calm down so I don't mess up my stitch. We don't need any more of the clanking nut and bolt porn bots. That's all they are. That's all that LLMs are. And that's all that's powering most of this stuff right now. So, yeah, it's in everything, and it's infected so much. So much. Not even Second Life is safe, especially not Second Life. Are you kidding? No, Second Life's been around for 23 years this year, and if anything might be a threat to it, it's LLMs. Because the whole point of SL is creation. Creators creating the whole world. And if humans aren't making it and they're just feeding a prompt into a freaking nut and bolt clanker that has porn on its mind, you know, what little type of mind it has, which is nothing at all. They really are still just random word generators, y'all. Like the things that we don't know about them, the black box stuff, nobody can explain. Not even developers. And that should scare everyone. That should be a very worrisome thing. It's even gotten here on Twitch. If you don't already know, if you are a streamer, yeah, try to turn that off in your settings because they have opted everybody in to having an LLM scrape Twitch for its deep learning. And yeah, they have even said, well, we have to opt everybody in. If we made it a choice, nobody would do it. Yeah, you think? Hmm. Anyway, here we go. We're almost done with the outline here. Yay. Cool. Yeah, that's gonna look like the bottle shine that I want it to. I mean, the outline is a little heavier than I wanted, but that's okay. That happens when you do backstitch and stuff like that. But yeah, here we go. Here is the little shiny bottle part that's been outlined now. So now I can put the white liquid in, and there's an outline to differentiate between the shine and the liquid that's going to cover up the heart. So I think I'm going to have it go like that and just have it really narrow and thin over here and flow out like that. Because, yeah, I want it to be on the same wavelength right there, but I don't want a huge band of white, you know? I want it to be as proportionate as it can, but the runner part does have to be uneven because it's about polyamory and multiple and uneven love. So yeah. Okay, we're done with the black thread for now. Let's see. Let's run that through the back a few times. Ow, I just jabbed myself. That still happens. Even after cross-stitching this long. Thankfully, cross-stitch needles are pretty dull, and it takes quite a bit of force to jab yourself enough to bleed, or like scraping a knuckle or something. Oh, what does really suck, though, is when you fucking jam it under your nail. Ooh, that's bad, that's bad. That's so bad. Oh, I hate that. Okay, here we go. Awesome. I don't know. I think it's coming along pretty well. What do y'all think? So we've got down here, and it's really hard to tell that that's purple, but I promise it is. It's purple, pink, and blue, just like it's on the top of the screen over there. And yeah, oh God, my nails are so dirty. Sorry. But yeah, it's purple, pink, and blue, and then the top layer is going to be white, an uneven runner of white over the gold sparkly heart to show that it's multiple love. So, yeah. And then up over here, and once I'm done with the bottle part, is going to be the flame. So, yeah. And I have to have it done by... Yay! Hi, Caveman Lawyer. Thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the encouragement. I really do. That just made my day. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm doing Molotov Pride Bottle. This design is by Screaming Hearts Design, by the way, so I've said, on Etsy. Yeah. And they're they're just an amazing designer. I wanted to... Here, I'll show you one of the completed ones. This is actually the first one I ever did off of this design. And this is the original design and how it's going to look when that flame gets finished. Which I think is just I love cross-stitching so much. And of course, I'm not going to say the lyrics, but we know the band is Dog Park Dissidents. I'm giving props. Yeah. And so I do like the original a lot, but I've modified the liquid down here quite a few times now. I've made trans bottles. I've got on my wall over there, there's a disability bottle with the disability flag colors. Gosh, what else have I done? Oh, I did an Asex bottle. I did an Ace bottle for a good friend. Yeah. And most of them have, defiant, like, subversive words on them like that. And this one is actually going up for an art auction. I have auctioned off my stitches before, and they do modestly well, which I'm super, super proud of, and I think my mom would be too. She's the one that taught me. Props to my mom, known as Candy, to everybody that loved her very well. Yeah, she saw my ADHD brain early, and she knew that I was different, but she didn't know how to help me. She had no clue because she was different too. And she started me on crocheting. I'm AFAB, by the way, assigned female at birth. And she started me on crocheting, and yeah, I'm also transmasc and non-binary. So this is a fun skill to be doing when I look like as much of a bear as I do. But I do love doing it. Everybody should be able to cross stitch, and that it was kind of a gate-kept feminine thing where I grew up is silly. I don't see why that needlepoint should be confined like that. It shouldn't be gate kept. Shouldn't be put in silly boxes. Everybody can do this, and it's fun. It's really easy. And I mean, I say it's easy because I love it so much. My partner is like, no, it is not easy. Stop telling people that. So let me put in their perspective too. Oh, look, and see, like this is what I'm talking about, just little tiny mistakes that nobody would know unless I told them, but I am going to tell y'all because you're on stream with me. Down here, I think I missed a couple of squares. Yeah, I kind of wanted to make this a pink one and this a blue one, but I missed a couple, and I really don't want to rethread my needle for one square because that's annoying. Yeah, so I might just put the white liquid down that far, but you won't be able to tell too much. Okay, see, maybe I will go and fill that back in. Yeah, I'm going to do that because that's not going to look right. It needs to be blue there and pink there. So I am going to do, I'm going to rethread to do one square of each of those, but I've got a strand of white on now, so I'm going to start doing the white liquid. And we'll start it here on this side going up, because this way maybe I can judge it better going upwards, instead of trying to bring it down and cover the heart. Yeah, the liquid should cover the heart because that's how it looks on the flag. But I don't want the white band to be hugely disproportionate to the other colors. So we will see what happens. Okay, and then remember it's a new strand, Julian. There we go. Okay, let's hook that in. Yeah, when I really get to going, I can stitch pretty quickly. Um, it's a little bit harder to on stream though, because I have to make sure I'm angling it to where y'all can see it. And that's not something I'm used to doing. Apparently, the way that I stitch normally doesn't lend itself well to camera angles and lighting for recording. So, yeah, I'm going a lot slower than I normally do. But that is also okay. I am having a day off other than like hanging out and streaming and Maybe I'll do a gaming stream in a little while, because those are fun. I might actually get on camera and do gaming. I haven't been on camera in a while. I've been letting Crowbear take over the camera responsibilities. Good old Crowbear, caw caw. And that Crowbear was designed by Sunrise Dragon, who is on, I believe, Blue Sky and Insta under that name. I could have that wrong. I hope not. Uh, okay. I think that's the right spot for that square. Bear with me, y'all. It's kind of hard to see around the outline. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so got it there. Let's go up a row. I want to get it around this outline on this side first, and then I'll bring it around the other side. There we go. Yeah, I just think it's going to look better with one pink and one blue at the bottom there than it will trying to cram even two little stitches of white. I think just would not work there right. It's not going to look right. Okay. There we go. Oh, what time is it? 9:48? Okay, we're good. Well, 9:48 where I am. Um, I have to do caregiver duty in a little bit and go and wake up the director of NeurospicyQueerCollective and let them know it is med time. Yeah, we're kind of on, my partner and I, we're kind of on opposite schedules right now. I am totally a morning person for the last 6 months or so, and V is just all about the nocturnal life currently and being a night owl. So we're on totally different schedules, which makes shared chores kind of fun. By the time they get up, my day is almost over. And by the time I get up, yeah, they're just going to bed. I don't know. I probably got that the wrong way around because I've got my mind on 3 or 4 different tracks at once now. But usually, I'm kind of getting up or like gonna sleep more, but moving out here. Because the other thing that we have to get for V is a CPAP. And we're thinking of doing that at like a secondhand medical supply place because they need a new wheelchair too. So they've had a wheelchair now for almost 10 years. They've had a wheelchair. 10 years, and I'm their caregiver. I have been for about that long. Um, and their new ARMP, while he seems okay, it's like, oh no, I have to refer you to occupational therapy for a new wheelchair. Especially if you want the arm crutches, the forearm crutches, because V is an ambulatory wheelchair user. And a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people think, well, if you can stand up and walk, why do you need a chair? Because V can't stand for long. V is disabled, cannot stand for long, cannot walk for long. So V has to have a seat with them at all times. And I really don't get why that's so hard to understand, especially for someone who is also in the medical profession. It shouldn't be. The only reason I can think it might be difficult to understand is because of Medicaid. And if that's the problem, then I might blow my top. It's been well over 5 years since we got this chair. It will be paid for. There is no reason to expose me to any kind of torturous therapy that they are not going to be able to do when they're in the levels of chronic pain that they're in. If we could actually, treat the source of their pain, that might help. But denying that they need a mobility aid is not helpful at all. And maybe he's not denying it. Maybe he's just CYA, cover your ass. Okay, fine. Whatever. But it is ridiculous to expect a disabled, chronically ill person with chronic pain to just, oh no, your wheelchair is broken? Well, you have to prove that you need a new one. Are you serious right now? What in the entire fuck is wrong with you? And maybe it's not what's wrong with him, maybe it's what's wrong with this system. Which is definitely working as intended for the people it was built for. Trust me on that one. Yeah, yeah. The Richie Riches sure don't mind communists and socialists when they can do it themselves, but only amongst themselves, darlings. Yes. No riffraff, of course. They sure believe in communism and socialism when it's just amongst themselves, though. Kind of funny that they want to live in society with the rest of us, but they don't want to share with the rest of us. So, hey, try a society without us. See how well that does you. Go live in a society full of Richie Riches. Just you. That's what you want anyway, right? We're not worthy. We're only worthy to be laborers for you. I'm probably getting myself into so much trouble, y'all. I don't even care anymore. I do not care. If I wasn't afraid of my own father coming at me with the fucking storms in his eyes, nah, I was never afraid of him. Nope, not of the Emperor. Of Mama, though? Oh, yeah, I was scared of fucking hell out. Mama used to scare the hell out of me. Not him, though. Nah, he was afraid of me. That's how that worked. I was eldest child, and I was supposed to come out different. I was supposed to be the son, just like him. Guess what? I was the son all along, you idiot. I was the first one. Just because you didn't recognize me as such didn't mean I wasn't. But whatever. Yeah, that's actually part of the impatient story I was talking about earlier, and part of my some kind of connection to imminent death. Because, yeah, after I was impatient for 6 months, like, not even a whole month after I got out on my birthday in 2017, it was, yeah, 2018, and they claimed it was a day after mine and V's anniversary, but that's bull. That dude was so poisonous, so venomous, so ugly inside that he gave himself non-alcoholic cirrhosis of the liver and died of esophageal varices, all alone, and nobody found him for 3 days. And my family of origin wanted to blame me for that, because I left. Nope, I'm not taking the shame and blame for that. Nope, nope. He failed me as a father, he failed me as a person, so why would I upend my life to go do for him what I did for my mom, which was take care of all the funeral arrangements, write the obituary. Yeah, I wrote my mom's obituary. Yeah. mm. No way in hell was I going to do that for them. For him, even. Or for them, really, if I'm real. Nope. And guess what? He didn't get an obit. He got one line in the paper. Nobody wrote him one. Hmm. Funny, huh? Not even his hallowed family. Not any of his brothers. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Man, even my auntie, and she was my favorite auntie, She really, really was. And then after, I don't know how long it simmered in her. I don't know. Who knows how long hate takes to boil over. But yeah, I thought she was okay with me and V, and then she went freaking ballistic on us on Facebook about being sinners and going to hell. And I was like, really? Even you? You told me how many times that you were the black sheep of the family. Over and over and over that none of them understood you. Your brothers didn't get you. Even your older sister didn't get you. You told me that over and over. You told me that you understood me. And then you unloaded like that. And after I didn't talk to you for a while, said basically the same thing that my brother of origin said when I started talking to him again after 2017. Oh, I don't care about shit that doesn't matter anymore, you know? Okay, that sounds nice on the top, right? That's basically what she said. All I care about is you. All I care about is you. I love you and I just care about you. Okay, yeah, it sounds nice on the top. But underneath what they're saying is, I don't care that you're trans. I don't care that you're transgender. And they don't mean that in a nice way. They mean it in an invalidating, erasing way. You can't possibly be that. You just be what we've thought you were all along. Just do that. And then I won't have to care anymore because I don't want to care. Yeah. It's too much to care. Yeah. Or like my brother told me when I told him, hey, what do you think about the county that we grew up in banning dictionaries off shelves? Banning dictionaries. Like, yeah, I grew up in Florida. I grew up in Florida. I grew up in Maggot Central. Yeah, I did. And I was raised to be a maggot. And I was for quite a long time. I was one racist, bigoted, jerky little asshat. And I still deal with the racist part because I was indoctrinated into it from birth. And I'm not saying that to get any kind of pity or anything. Fuck that. I'm just, making the statement about what it's like. We do the work. And yeah. Part of me even being able to do the work was getting the entire hell out of Dodge. But yeah, my brother said to me when I told him, well, they're banning dictionaries. What do you think about that? Well, they just want second graders reading porn now, was his reply. What? They want who? Who wants who to do what? Okay. So you're saying to me that children knowing that transgender people exist is porn? Why are you this disgusting? Why can't you get your minds out of our fucking pants? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Seriously. Seek therapy, man. Seek some fucking therapy. You need it. Because you fucked up your kid just as bad as you're fucked up. Yeah, yeah, he got on the phone and told me, oh yeah, she's an asshole just like I am, and we're both proud of it. Yeah. And this kid had her first kid at 19. The cycle continues, you know? And his kid, my niece, my nibbling, was a little mini-me for a long, long time. Very like me. Maybe more like me than she ever wants to admit. But she better process that for that kid's sake. Because it's not just about her anymore, and I know she knows that. She's not fucking stupid. But she dead named me and told me we were never family when she was 14 because I dared to tell the truth about what an asshat my father was online after he died. Yeah, that's huge taboo where I'm from. You only speak politely of the dead. You never speak ill of the dead. Are you kidding? Do you want to curse? Yeah, that's where I'm from, y'all. Never ever speak ill of the dead. Why not? Why not? He spoke ill of me to my face. I tried to tell him that I was a good person, that still cared about the people that I cared about, and I still did hard work, and I was still doing good things in the world, and, you raised me to be good. And he looked me full in the face and said, obviously it didn't stick. So why would I ever, why would I ever care about speaking ill of him, especially after he fucking died? No, no, after he died is the best time, because then I don't have to listen to him freaking going on and on about how I ruined his credit, because he cared more about his credit than he ever did me. Trust me on that one. Yeah. No, one of the biggest reasons that I went impatient to begin with was trying to come out to my brother of origin and him going, why y'all gotta be so loud about it? Like cutting me off in the middle of trying to explain what non-binary even was. And that's what offended him so bad. You know, the fact that I wasn't just one thing or the other. That is what offends them so bad. It's the non-binary part. It's the part where you won't get in one of their stupid fucking binary boxes. That's the part that really offends their sensibilities the most. That's what I think. That's what I know from where I'm from. And yeah, like, he probably wouldn't have liked me just being a trans man, but he might have been able to deal with it, because he remembered me coming into his room and begging him to borrow his shirts when I was in high school. Like, begging, you know? Like, he had to have known something was fucking up. Come on, dude. You're not stupid either, even though you like to play that you are sometimes. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, this is part of what I'm learning to do. Exposure therapy, ranting about things that upset me without raising my voice too much and yelling about them. And I think I'm doing pretty well so far. I mean, my family of origin is one of the things that upsets me the most, even now. And trust me, when I say seek therapy, I'm in it myself. I am absolutely in therapy myself. I got too much CPTSD not to be, y'all. Mm-mm. I have got to do therapy, and I have a damn good therapist that I am super, super grateful for. And also a really good psychiatrist who actually listens to me now, so that's cool. And I know I'm like crossing these kind of crazy, but that's okay. They are all getting crossed. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to bring it up to like one on top of the heart and then just cut it off like that right there. Yeah, I think up in here is where I'm gonna cut off the white, and then it shouldn't be too disproportionate. Okay, but for right now, I'm just like crossing them as I go around the sparkly heart because the sparkles are distracting for my eyes, and I don't want to miss a white cross against a white cloth. I am running out of cloth. I really need more. But I got enough to do at least one of these and maybe one more. I really hope y'all are doing okay this Tuesday. And I really appreciate y'all being here with me. Okay, I think we got the one line done. We're gonna have to change thread soon. That's another thing that I didn't know about is how think you got another part-time job? Medicare for all? Yes. And nice. Caveman lawyer, you got another part-time job? Oh my God, congrats. That's amazing. I am so excited for you. What is it, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to say, of course. I am watching. It just takes me a minute to pop my head back up and look at chat. Oh, dang. Jab my finger again. Canvassing for a local candidate? Yes! Oh, you know what? Awesome. I think that's amazing. And I think I know who I'm talking to, but I might not. So I'm not going to say anything just in case, but I'm glad you're here. And I am super, super glad. I might not, lol. Lol. No, that's awesome though. I am so glad for you. I am so excited for you. That's fantastic. Yeah, V and I were actually talking yesterday about like, oh God, we were looking at our prospects here in Washington, and some people are like screwed so terribly. They've got one Democrat, one Republican, and then some absolutely off the rocker dude. And they are dudes. Sorry. I mean, I don't mean to be like, I'm a dude too. But they are. And they're showing their idiot flags. And I'm not going to say their names because I don't want them to get more attention than they've already got here. And one of them now has stopped trying to run for city council and is now trying to run for state rep. And V is like, I have to run for Congress, don't I? And I was like, V, you take the state, I'll take the city. You got to run for Congress, I'll run on the state level, or not the state level, I'll run on the city level. Because, man, ooh, I don't know. Our city council can be pushed, and that is good, but we have issues. Capital I issues. One of our council members spent I don't know how long trying to make up reasons and excuses and new rules to keep landlords on top at the last city council meeting, even though the whole fucking feel in the room was no junk fees, no more pet rent, no more junk fees, no more exorbitant fees when we can't afford the rent to begin with, you know? And this one council member who is my district, by the way, my district, not who I voted for, but my district. Yeah, he's trying, oh, well, we should do this. We should do that for landlords. We should do that for landlords. No, no. Landlords have had enough fucking help. Unless you're talking about small time, like my grandparents, had a tiny little thing apartment next door to them, and it wasn't even theirs. It was actually my ema's that went over to my great uncle. And yeah, like, oh my God. But even so, even in that point, like, unless you are a small time, really struggling landlord who has like one or two places, and that's not who he's talking about. That's not who he's going on for. He's going on for the big dogs. He wants the big dogs to keep raking in the money because I wonder who's in their back pocket. Yeah. Hmm. Anyway, we're going to fix this mess. We have a progressive mayor, and while I'm a little unhappy with some stuff, I'm happy with other stuff. You know, if they can be pushed, that's more than the last frickin' city council. And one of our council members was excluded from the vote on the junk tax because she is a landlord. So, yeah, like, no, V's right. We're both gonna have to run for office. You might have to too, caveman, if you're who I think you are. I'm kidding. Halfway. Um, like, we gotta get some millennials in office. We just have to. Millennials, zennials, yeah, right? I know. We can do it. We can do it. Look who's running it now. Like, really? I mean, we gotta be better than fucking PDF files. Like, seriously. Ugh. We gotta be better than the Epstein class at running things at this point. Okay, y'all, look. No, I'm not done with the Yeah, I'm not done with it yet, but I have got some. It's really hard to tell because it's white thread on a white back, but there is a little bit of, oh, hey, there we go, liquid coming up around the bottle shine now. So it's going to cover that heart and keep going, and then, yeah, I'll start on the fire soon. And I am having such a good time on stream that I'm just going to hang out for as long as I can. Let's see. It's 10:12 though. I do have to go and get the director of NQC their meds in like 15 minutes. So, no pressure. But if you're still hanging out with me and I'm still sitting here, I'd love a reminder. But don't worry, no pressure. I will remember. Sometimes it takes me like 10 or 15 minutes and then I look up and go, "Oh fuck, hold on, I'll be right back." You know? So, no pressure. It's totally cool. But yeah, let's get this part done because I really want to start doing the fire. The fire is the most fun part. Well, no, the liquid. No, you know what? I don't know. The cloth is fun too. I just love doing the bottles. I get on a kick where all I want to do is cross stitch these molotov bottles. And I really am thinking about contacting the designer, Screaming Hearts Design, and saying, thank you for designing this. And by the way, could I sell them? Because I would cut you in and I think we could make some money. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, so I've said again, since I'm on stream, we are streaming all month for the Trans Empowerment Project. I got told I can't community build and fundraise at the same time. And watch me, we have $10 toward our $500 goal, and I have had my PDA activated. So watch me community build and fundraise at the same time, motherfuckers. Watch me. This is what we do. We multitask. So yeah, but the Trans Empowerment Project is amazing. They are a charity, 501c3, and what they do, they center two TIGE BIPOC folks. And so I have gone over saying what that means. Two spirit, intersex, transgender. I transpose those. It's two spirit, transgender, intersex, gender expansive. There we go. That's two TIGE or two TIGE. I think I've heard. I don't know. Maybe I've got that wrong. And then BIPOC is Black, Indigenous, People of Color. And what Trans Empowerment Project does is center my siblings in that space and getting them employment first, getting them housing first, getting them fucking food first. Because if we're all real, we know they have had the hardest of all of us. Trans people who are also Black, Indigenous, people of color, or gender expansive people who are also global majority. There's a lot of different ways to say it, but yeah, we know what I'm talking about. So yeah. Oh, look, I just pulled my thread on right through. I do that a lot, especially if I'm distracted and talking while I'm stitching. You know what I never got to do with my mom? I never got to stitch and bitch. And that's sad. Like, I can't remember one time where we ever sat down together and cross-stitched like this and just talked, you know? We were starting to get to that point. I was 27 and she was 54. She was 27 when she had me, so she was only 27 years older than I was at the time. And we were just starting to trust each other as friends. Just getting to that point. And then she died. So, yeah. Miss ya, Ma. Thanks for teaching me this skill. Because it is a skill. It's like, it's a talent too, yes, but it's a skill. Anybody, I think, if you have fine motor skills, which I should be careful saying anybody, I don't mean to generalize. I am trying to get captions on the screen to make this more accessible. I tried earlier and failed, but I'll try again. But yeah, I shouldn't say anybody. Most people who have fine motor skills should be able to learn to cross stitch. It is a really cool thing to be able to do. And hell, there could be people out there cross-stitching with their mouths or their toes. I don't know. That's possible. That's very possible. People paint with their mouths. I have seen that, and I think it's awesome. Here we go. Okay, so, yeah, this is coming along pretty well. I know it's pretty hard to see, but you will be able to see it better when it's all in a line across. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Okay, now. There. I'm right next to the sparkly heart, so, oh no, I don't want to do that and pull up sparkly heart bits. I knew that was going to happen. Hopefully it'll go back down, and I won't have to try and find a seam ripper. That's a big pain. I am so grateful for my job, by the way. I love caregiving. It's what I was always meant to do. It's what I've been meant to do. It's what I would have done for my mom if I had known about it and, if I'd been able to and to get paid for it in Florida at the time, which neither of those was an option. At least not that I knew of, and in most red states, it's not an option. Hell, in some blue states, it isn't even an option, but here, you can be a caregiver for your family members. And, like, the one thing is you can't be a caregiver for your spouse still, which I think is kind of silly. 'Cause, if we're doing capitalism, then everybody's labor needs to be recognized no matter what kind of labor it is. And that also includes mothers. Yep. And traditional quote unquote women's labor, you know. Yeah, I think mothers ought to be paid just for being mothers. I know that's like a radical idea, but it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. I think if you're a mother, you ought to get an automatic stipend from the government to be able to take care of yourself and your kids. Why not? Like if we're doing this fucking money thing, then let's make it actually equitable. If it was never meant to be equitable, which I know is the case, then let's not do the money thing anymore. Fuck money. I mean, my goodness, if it's causing this much trouble, maybe we go back to the barter system. I don't know, y'all. We're creating the new world as we live and breathe and speak. Because every second, these fuckers are trying to steal the narrative. And every second, we are yanking it back. We are literally building a new world with our words, with our actions, while this extinction burst tantrum is going on. And that is what it is. It's a tantrum by the patriarchy, capitalism, and white supremacy all at once. And that's why things are so fucking difficult right now. That's why it seems like there are two parallel worlds that are existing in tandem right next to each other, and that this can't be real half the time. And I think that's part of the dissociation of being here in the US is you kind of have to start dissociating at some point just to get through your day because, oh my goodness. And now I caution on that, even though I do it myself, dissociating can be really good for a break. It can be really helpful. I do it while I'm stitching sometimes, but don't do it to the point where you disconnect from everyone. You know, we we do need people. I know not everybody thinks that, but we do need each other. This rugged individualism crap has been part of our problem. Here we go, 10:21. Okay, I am paying attention. At 10:30, I'm going to go on Be Right Back and go get V's medicine, and then I will come back on screen. Ooh, you know what? Let me see if I have a Be Right Back. I might not. Bear with me. And nope. Hold on. Okay, now I have a be right back screen, just in case. There we go. Yeah, I definitely think I'm going to be able to finish this one before the end of September. I'm not going to stress about making another one. I'm going to make one and call it good. But yeah, if I still feel like stitching after I'm done with this one, I might make a trans one again, because I love doing the trans bottles. I mean, I love them all, but the trans ones and the ace ones are probably my favorite so far. Oh, I wonder if I could manage to figure out a demi-sex bottle. Because that one's like different, with the purple stripe on the white. I don't know. Hmm. Have to see. Oh, and also, Caveman, by the way, hello, my other viewer. Hi, three viewers. How y'all doing? Just so y'all know, I should have channel points activated now, which here at NeurospicyQueerCollective are called collective peppers instead of channel points. So if you see that, there's this little thing right next to your chat on Twitch, if that's where you are. If you're on YouTube, it's different. You don't have channel points there. But on Twitch, it'll be a little green pepper right next to the chat box. And the longer you stay on, the more channel points you get. And you can redeem them to get me to do stuff on stream, like stretch or, ooh, hydrate, for instance, because I haven't had anything to drink in a while. There we go, that's better. But yeah, so I'm really excited about all the new stuff I'm learning about how to add onto stream. And I'm doing it the hard way because that's how I learn things, is by just, beating my goat head horns against the wall. I'm a double Capricorn Scorpio rising, so yeah, stubborn's in my blood. Here we go. And I am also trying to figure out music for the stream. I was so pissed off earlier because I found one that seemed really cool and it had really cool playlists and I didn't really recognize the artists because they're no copyright, free sounds. But it sounded good and I was getting super interested to have music on stream. And then, oh, look, I pulled a thread right through because I got excited. Okay, there we go. Let me rethread my needle. And I derailed my train of thought too. So that's fun. Man, the Adderall was better. God, I'm gonna have to tell my doctor. Okay, you. There we go. Let's get you rethreaded. And if you ever remember what I was talking about when I forget, oh, feel free to tell me anytime, y'all. You can also lurk. That's totally cool. Man, I don't know why I keep scaring people away. I don't know what's going on there. I've had three viewers on and off, like, for a lot of the time, and I'll say hello, and then they disappear, so maybe I should just not acknowledge them next time. I hate doing that. Like, I want to be able to say hello to people as they come in, but maybe they just want to be incognito. That is also cool. You know what? I did start a new follower thing, too, that I should have all kinds of alerts and stuff that work on here, but I don't think they're working just right. I don't know, though. We'll find out as we go. Okay, I'm almost done with the middle bit here. And then I'm just going to match the liquid in the middle to the other side on the cloth so that it comes up a bit. There we go. We're working right around the sparkly heart now, which I might also outline. I don't know, it doesn't have an outline on the flag, so maybe I won't. Okay, there we go. It is 10:27, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a break right now and be right back so I can go and get the director of NQC taking their morning meds. I will return shortly. Be right back, and I will put that in chat too. Okay, hello. I don't know if I muted myself when I said I'd be right back. I usually do, but this time I might not have. So you might have heard me coughing as I had a hit, but that's okay. Okay, what are all my wires caught on? Okay, we're good. We are good. Let's get back to doing this liquid. You know what? No. Yeah, I don't think it worked. Like, maybe it will this time. There is a thing that I can put on stream called Pretzel Rocks that is music that's non-copyright, but I'm not sure if it'll work on this broadcaster that I'm using. I don't think a lot does, which is kind of sad. I might have to switch back to Streamlabs, but I like this one better. XSplit is what I've been using. And I'm not like promoting anything, y'all. I'm just telling you what I'm using, damn it. No promotion, no sponsorships here. Just telling you what I'm using to stream. I did start with the regular OBS, which is a steep learning curve. It's good. It's very complex. And I needed something. Ah, gosh, hold on. Let me actually mute myself so I can blow my nose. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I really gotta figure out how to get music on stream for when it's quiet in here. I don't mind that it's not mine. And I probably shouldn't listen to my music because it inspires me to sing and vocal stim too much, and then I get bot attacked and I get muted. Which, I get it. It's for our protection, okay, but, it started to be like I was just making a vocal stem. That's not even a song. But I thought it was that, but it could have been that I was on stream with some music playing the day and I didn't realize it. So I've already deleted that one just to be safe. And I know I could like turn off the recording and pretty much do what I want because there's no recording. I mean, according to the terms and services of Twitch and YouTube. Of course, that's what I mean. But yeah, you know, I want people to be able to come to the channel and see the latest videos, and especially because we're doing the charity streaming thing. So it kind of sucks if somebody comes to see the channel and there's no videos up, Be like, well, are they charity streaming or not? So yeah. Oh, wow. I've almost made it to 2 hours. Awesome. Cool. I'm just gonna stay on and see how long I can manage. I am gonna have to go soon to figure out food and what have you, but not yet. Okay, we're almost to the top of the liquid on this side anyway, and then we're gonna translate it over to this side and bring it like right here. Okay. I am gonna have to get some more white thread though, because we're starting to get low on this string. Hmm. You know what? Maybe I could put music in the background on my phone that nobody could hear but me. Or maybe I'll put my earbud in. I did say I wasn't going to do that because I don't want to sing on stream. I mean, I love to sing and I don't mind singing, but I don't want to get in trouble for it. Which is funny considering all the stuff I've talked about. Funny. You know, whatever. There is a few more stitches worth. Going right next to that sparkly heart again. Can sometimes be more difficult to get the needle through, and the thread, really. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Hey, this is coming out really cool. Like, I also have aphantasia and I can't see things with my mind's eye, so I'm always excited when I plan out a stitch and it works. I rarely, if ever, count my cross stitch. I mean, sometimes I do, but that's not really how I stitch. Unless I'm doing a long line and I need to make sure it's exactly 32 half stitches, you know? Okay, one more and we gotta change out this thread. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's run it through now. Okay, and a slice of the scissors. We need some more. And we're almost done with the liquid. Yay! This one's coming along pretty quick. Oh, and now this thread doesn't want to behave. See, this is what happens sometimes when you try and separate them the way my mom taught me, is they just get so tangled up and messy. Okay, I got it off. There we go. Just make sure that's straight now. Okay. I am gonna see. I really don't get why. Huh. That's just not working. So weird. Okay. No problem. Let me let me try something real quick. Bear with me a few minutes. If you're still here, I'm gonna try and get some music on stream that won't get me in trouble. Just a moment. Ah, hello. Hi, son. I'm here. Hello. I just saw. You don't see hydrate? Seriously? I made a hydrate. I made a special hydrate one. You do hear me though? Okay, yay. I was just trying to figure out some NCS sounds for a stream, but I don't think it's gonna work out while I'm on stream. So I'll just chat. That's what I've been doing for the last couple hours. Oh, I thought I did channel points. Did I not do channel points? I thought that's what the collective peppers were. Oh my God, I was under channel points. Damn it. Okay, thank you, son, for letting me know. I'm not frustrated with you at all. Okay, the peppers are channel points. Okay, but what I set up was power-ups, which requires money. And I need to set it up for peppers and not money. Got it. Okay. Not sure how to do that, but I will figure it out. Damn it. Let me see if I can look at it real quick here. See, it's under the same thing. It's under power-ups and channel points. Okay. Okay, power-ups. Custom power-up. Oh my God, now I see it. Default rewards, custom rewards. Okay. So it's not power-ups. No, that's not what I needed. I needed things for the channel points. Okay. Collective peppers. See, that's why I'm confused, because all I can see is the name and the display. I don't see any way to connect channel points to any activities. I'm not sure. You have to scroll all the way. I'm scrolling, nothing's happening. All I have, I don't know, maybe it's affiliate only? I didn't think it was. I thought channel points were for everyone, but yeah, I have. Limit the milestones. No. Watch streaks are good. Okay. That's not it. That's emotes. That's drops. That's rewards. That's creator badge drops. No, I'm not seeing anything that connects. I know, right? Rewards. Okay, rewards. Open reward campaign. See, all I have under rewards are Audible and FF14 support a streamer, so I think it must be affiliate. But that's weird. Why would I have them? Why would I be able to use them? Why would I have been able to change them or activate them? That's so weird. Like on reward campaigns, when I open rewards, there's no way to edit, to change, to add, or custom create anything. Can you click on manage power-ups and channel points? Yes. Let me go back to there. Manage power, yes. Okay. Now what I see from here, I have community challenges up top. I can add a new community challenge, and then I have power-ups, and then custom power-ups, and then default rewards. Is that where I need to be? Manage smart costs. Okay, I see costs, smart cost. Highlight my message. Okay, this is where I meant to put everything. How do I get things there? All your default reward costs are currently managed by smart costs. Disable it. If you don't want to auto, okay. Okay, so I see the rewards, highlight my message, unlock a random emote, but these are the only rewards I have. And I don't have a way. Oh, edit. Okay, hold on, edit. I can change the default reward. Oh my God, son, you're amazing. Default rewards is custom rewards. Okay, under the default is oh my God. Thank you. I will fix that. Thank you for coming on and telling me, because I was totally under the impression that I had it done. No, I do not. Okay. So, reward icons I need. And you get about 220 points an hour on average. Okay. So I need to do... Okay. Well, I can set a new icon, but I still can't highlight my message. Edited default rewards at the bottom under default. Okay. Custom. Jesus. Create a custom reward. Okay. I'm just so slow and old, and I really need glasses. You're amazing. Thank you, son. Okay. Okay. Cooldown and limits. Okay. This is going to take me time off stream to set up, of course. Oh my goodness. Ah, thank you. It really is. It really is a bit confusing because it was so easy to set up the ones for money, but they make the ones that don't cost money. Oh, come here. Oh, yeah, no, go under here. No, you gotta go all the way down. Keep on scrolling. Come on. Make them just as easy as the ones with them. Anyway. Now I know what to do, and that's good. Okay. Jeez. I need some lip gloss. I'm having some severe dry mouth. Oh my gosh. Why is this even in here? I gotta remember to clean up my overlay and all of my sources. Jeez. Okay. I think I'm good now. 2 hours! Look! I made it to 2 hours on stream! I did it! Yay! Clap, 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 clap. Two hours. 2 whole hours. Yay. I don't even know how I did that. I'm excited though. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna see how long I can stitch. Let's see what happens. I'm not feeling hungry. I am not feeling anxious or anything. I'm feeling pretty good, so yay. It really exponentially helps. Hell yeah, to have Crowbear on, and I can't thank you enough. And I will stop thanking you so I don't embarrass you. But yeah, you're awesome. Crowbear helps so much because, I don't mind so much my hands being seen. It's sometimes I don't want my face on at all. And this is awesome. Yeah, I think we can. Let me check, and I should be able to. Let me see here, because Crowbear is pretty big on BetaTube, where I've used. I'm not advertising, just saying what I'm using. By the way, um, display settings. Okay, avatar scale. Here we go. Oh, look. Boop. Now I need to make the background a bit bigger. Oh no, I'm not on OBS. I'm on XSplit. I don't like OBS. I don't know. I do and I don't. It's very confusing to me. Let me come down here and get Crowbear and I can... Where'd the background go? Okay. This is what I need. Here it is. Okay. And now I can... no, not you. No, why doesn't it make... Why doesn't it make the square bigger, the background? It just... Okay. That's another thing I'm gonna have to mess with. Either way, to make it bigger without cutting parts is on the overlay, not in the tube. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Well, let me shrink them. And then let's do down here. We can make it bigger. Oh, hold on. Did I make Crowbear too big? I might have made Crowbear too big now. Hold on. This is so fun. Let me make myself smaller. That should work. Oh, there it comes. Let's make Crowbear a little smaller and then make myself a little smaller too. Integrated camera. So you can see us both. Yay. Can I align Crowbear in the... Yeah, I can. Um... meh, eh, eh, meh. How's that? I scooted him over. I did it, son. Yay. Now Crowbear is all centered, and Crowbear is bigger. Caw. Happy Crowbear. Okay. And I haven't heard the corvids this morning. I don't know what's going on, but I think they're probably adjusting to the time of seasons being coming up to change. I'm gonna restart that sentence. I think they're adjusting to the season change that's imminent. We just had our last dog days here. We don't have any more high 80s or even 90s days at all. We're back down to low 80s and high 70s. So I am super thrilled, super excited. I can't stand how hot it gets in the summer since I've started menopause, and the sweats, it's just terrible. And I sort of understand part of why my mom had such a rough time now. Okay, let me get this hooked in. And yeah, I got a new camera angle too, so you can actually see better what I'm doing. Now, it did give me quite a headache to get this angle right. I did have it jammed into my chair behind me, and that worked great last night, and then I couldn't get it to work at all this morning. So I've jammed it in between my desk and my cabinets right here. And now it's in a good spot. Now I have to bring my hand back and forth, but at least you can see in the light more of what I'm doing. Which I did have this brought up and tilted some. There we go. That's a little better. And I love the little gold heart fit just perfectly. Like, there we go. It just fit. And the white strip is going to be a little bit bigger, but that's okay. It'll be all right. Let's try not to make them too disproportionate. But I think it's probably only that disproportionate in my mind. Pardon me, bear with me a moment. Clear my throat and hydration. There we go, that's better. Yeah. I don't know. It's a little like it has to go over the heart, because it's the runner up here like it is on the top of the screen. So it does go over the heart, but I don't want this strip to be any bigger than that. So it's going over the heart, and then I'm just doing one line like on top of the heart, and then I'll do it like narrow it down on this side to where it's a little thicker over there. Hopefully that won't look too ridiculous. I don't think it will. If it looks too weird, I might just put a different color up top. I'm like, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll figure something out. Oh, you know what? I should stop right there because that way it's uneven like it should be. So, okay. Let's stop there because it is covering the heart now. So I'm going to stop that bit there with just the two squares. And then I'm going to come over to the other side of the cloth over here and start doing it in from there over. Yeah, I don't think that'll be too much different. Okay, see you later, son. Have a good meeting. Bye. Thanks for coming in, too, if you're still around. Thank you, as always, for looking after me. Oh, look, I'm not doing it there. Look, I just said that. Come on now. Again, I have done that on stream now a few times. Please don't ever do that. If you run your string up through the wrong hole, don't try and just poke it back down through that hole. You'll regret it so much. It works out for me sometimes, and then sometimes I get such a mess of a tangle in the back, I have to cut thread. That's not something you want to be doing. So if you run it up through the wrong hole, just cut your thread. Just cut your thread, pull it out the back, and redo it. It's annoying, but it's much better than trying to untangle a massive mess, which can happen if you go up and then stick it right down through the same hole. So yeah, don't do what I did. Let's move over here. Oh my goodness. And start doing this bit of the liquid. And then I'll just have the fire left. And I kind of want to start doing that. We will see what happens. But I am super excited that I made it 2 hours. I don't even know if I've ever made it 2 hours before, y'all. Seriously, I don't think I have. I've come close, but I don't think I have until now. So this is fantastic. Yeah, I can stitch on camera with the right angle now. I do want to get a camera that's like directly over the stitch, like directly on top. Sorry, I just knocked my mic. But yeah, I want to get a light and a camera that's directly on top because that'll be the best. And that's what somebody on a really like cool professional stitch stream I saw the other day. That's what they had. They had themselves, talking, and then they had a camera that was directly on top of their hands with a really bright light. And you could see stitch by stitch what they were doing and how it looked, whereas, I have to stop and show you. But I don't mind. It's fun. Yeah. And what I really should be doing, well, no, we're not going to do that. It just got wet by being stuck into the bottle. We're not going to bring the white up that far because that would look super disproportionate. So we're not doing that. Okay, let's get this here. And I might just start doing all of the half stitches and then cross stitch them like I'm used to. Oh, and I might try to figure out music for the stream since I am apparently hanging out for a bit. So yeah, shoot, let's see. Let's see what you're out. I'm here. Okay, just in case I get too quiet while I'm trying to figure out how to play music on stream. Let's see here. Okay, what do I want to do? Is it a tool? Let's see. Okay, maybe that's not gonna do it. No. Okay. That's not it. What, Bean? Hi, baby. Did you get you new water earlier? I got you new water. I'm gonna do your box in just a few minutes. We can do your box. I thought I did it earlier, but I'll do it again. Okay, I am looking and looking for... Okay, here we go. Licensed music options. 1,500 plus tracks. Free to use in live streams and VODs. I just need to download. Okay. Okay, this one has 500,000 tracks for streaming. Okay, let's try the pretzel one first. Because, yeah, if I'm going to be on stream doing stitching regularly for more than an hour or two at a time, I am gonna need music, y'all. Let's see here. Okay. That's fine. Ugh, free trial. Really? Are they all free trials? Come on. What about this one? This website. Look, Bean, can you not scream, baby? Come here. Come here. Don't scream at VZ's door. I know you want VZ to get up and come see you. They will get up in a little bit. I do have to go and let them know when it is 11:30. Oh look, see, I don't even think you have to do... Okay, let's do a login. Okay. Let's see. Bean, please stop screaming outside the bedroom door. Come here. Come here, Bean. I swear, Bean. Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay. Bean, come here, baby. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna have to be right back for my cat. Did I not do the right thing there? Let me try this. Okay, there we go. Let's open the library. Okay, here we go. Oh, I think there was a thing, that if I posted social media while out on Twitch, that it would give a badge or something. So I'm gonna try to figure that out. Popular releases, recent. Okay, let's see. Do we have playlists? Is there something like that? You know what? Let's try... See if that shows up on stream. Whoa. That's really loud. And it also seems like it's going through my computer speakers, so I'm not sure if anybody on stream will be able to hear it. But probably, because I did not think I was sharing from my screen the other day. Okay. Bean. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, hello. Let's see if I can add this to stream. Bear with me for just a moment. Oh, wait, no. I don't want to do it that way. I want to do... Let's do... Let's do it this way. How about... this one? Will that show up? I mean, it shows other things on the side too, but that's okay. Okay. Get the library. Cool. Genres. Tracks. Artists. Okay. Cool. Let's do some chill bass. Okay. It's called Loop. So that should be playing on stream now. Let me try this a different way. I'm just gonna do the audio. And that way... Yeah. Okay. Let me adjust it. That sounds like it's playing though. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, so I can't adjust the volume there. Can I adjust it over here? Is there really no way to adjust volume? That can't be. Okay, well, let's try the mixer then, and do it that way. Okay, bear with me. Okay, yeah, it's using the same thing I'm using. Why is it not... on my headset? Okay. Have I been not on my headset this whole time? Okay, hold on. Okay. Hello? Let's... Hello, hello? Okay. And then... the speakers should be in the headset too, so... but they're not. They're on the computer speakers, so... Okay, yeah, that's super loud. Why is it that loud? And why can't I turn it down? I mean... I can turn the master volume down, but that also turns down my voice, which isn't helpful. Huh. It's really weird that I can't find any volume controls. Okay, well, let me look at something else then. Okay. I'm gonna try something else. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's beeping like that. Weird. Okay. Cool. We're signed in. We're live. Let's listen. Playlist. Okay, how about... okay. Let's listen on... okay. So we don't have an app associated with it, so it can't from the browser. Okay. Oh, my goodness. All right, then. Let's see. I'm gonna figure this out, y'all. There's got to be some kind of copyright-free music that we can play. Okay. Does it have to be on that one? Jeez. I'm getting so distracted across Stitch trying to figure out music. Copyright-free EDM label. Okay. Officially partnered with Twitch. Okay, I have no idea how it's working in the window, but I'm on the YouTube, so let's just do a playlist from there. I'm gonna remove that. And put in that one. Okay, and then let's see if this will...
Make it wet till you're underwater. Make you sing like Frank Sinatra. Like Frank Sinatra. Like Frank Sinatra. Make it wet till you're underwater.
Okay.
Make you sing like Frank Sinatra. Like Frank Sinatra. Like Frank Sinatra. Make it wet till you're underwater. Make you sing like Frank Sinatra.
Quieter.
Like Frank Sinatra.
And I can hear it. I'll turn it down a bit more there. So it's quieter on stream. And I can turn it up on my headphones. Yes, okay. Wow. So this is no copyright that I'm playing, which should be fine. It says they're officially partnered with Twitch. I think then they're on YouTube, so they must be partnered there too. It must be okay. I've got the audio here. Let me check. Yeah. No, this looks like it's all working fine. I'd like to put a little thing on there telling you what the music is. Let's see if I can figure that out. Visualize your audio. That's a now playing, but it's not the right one. Okay, that's... Okay, let's see here. Bear with me, I've almost got it all figured out. Okay. Nope, that's not what I need. Okay, nope, nope. Huh, okay. I can't find a thing on the broadcaster I'm on to tell you what music is playing, but I might be able to do it on something else. Let's see. Okay, let's see. If I can get it. Hold on, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, bear with me, y'all. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can get this bit showing up on screen, at least in a small area. Okay, cool. Let's see, can we move? Nope, nope, we don't want this on top. Okay, and then... a little bitty bean over here. And then we can use this one. Come on. Oh. Up here. I want you to be able to read it still. Okay. Okay. I don't know how There we go. I don't want the top to show. I want you to see what's playing. And apparently it's not going to do that automatically. It's just going to play it up top. Well, that's annoying. Okay. Let me take it off and just put the audio on. Oh, maybe it is still on. I'll try to figure how to get the song stuff up as soon as possible. but I'm playing outer tone music that's no copyright sounds. And let me go back to... Oh, actually, I gotta do be right back. So I can get B for their meds. Let's see. I don't know if I...
Make you sing like Frank Sinatra. Like Frank Sinatra. Like Frank Sinatra. Make you wet till you're underwater. Make you sing like Frank Sinatra. Like Frank.
Thought I'd like it more, but yeah, I really don't know. Let's go out to this one. This is supposed to be chill. So we'll see. I just don't like all of that. It's too electronic, this one. Some of it I like and some of it I don't. So let me go back to this no copyright one and just find a playlist on here. Since all I'm doing is playing the audio. Okay. Okay.
We'll take a midnight drive. See the stars in the sky in your eyes. I love the way they shine. I know we got a thing that's hard to find.
Okay.
Broken pieces, I got them too, scars I will heal. I'll take the jump with you. We can fall into something new. When you're next to me, you know that's all I need. You're feeling the energy. You know we got chemistry.
I'm gonna go and be right back. And I'll see you in a minute. Okay, y'all, I am actually gonna take a break. I'm getting way too hungry and it's getting hot with this light on, so I am gonna turn off the light and have some decompress time after streaming for 2 hours and 40 minutes nearly. So excited that I can make it to a longer time today. Yay. Thanks to everybody who came in, and thanks to Sun especially for helping me out with Crowbear and helping me out in the middle of stream with figuring things out. All right.